McInnes described Scott McKenna as Scotland's best central defender and predicted a big performance against Burnley tomorrow night could see Aberdeen fighting off bids from England for him. McInnes has told the 21-year-old he is too good a player for a move to the Championship because he is already Premier League class. However, the hope is that one more season passes before he gets the dream move. Swansea City contacted Aberdeen this week about McKenna, and were told he would not be cheap, and are expected to make a bid over the next few days. The Welsh club, now in the Championship, are on the verge of selling defender Alfie Mawson for as much as £20 million to Fulham, a player McInnes believes McKenna will soon eclipse in terms of ability. There is the small matter of the second leg of a Europa League qualifier at Turf Moor, and McInnes expects his best player to be closely watched this evening, but those interested parties had better be prepared to spend a lot of money. McInnes said, "There's not been an official approach. We've had a conversation with Swansea. They asked about Scott's availability and that was it. That was the gist of the conversation. We are not saying he is not for sale. But any offer for McKenna will need to be way over the top, whether that's in this window, the next window or a future window. It's not a matter of if Scott leaves Aberdeen. It's when. And from my point of view, given what we want to do this season, one would rather it was further down the line." Having spoken to Scott often enough, he sees the importance of playing games at this stage in his career. But you never know. Swansea are about to sell a centre-half for £18 minus £20 million, and, for me, Scott McKenna will be every bit as good, and has potential to be even better, than the boy who is about to leave. We are well aware of his ability and that the vultures are circling and they are all having a look at Scott. People have been looking at how he did against Burnley, and he passed that first test last week. His international recognition has elevated him quicker than had he just been playing domestically with Aberdeen. But I think Scott will go straight to the English Premier League in time. He'll bypass the Championship. He is too good not to be playing in the Premier League in the future. I think Scott feels he is good enough too. I think it suggests the confidence that the player has in himself. It's human nature to get giddy and excited by speculation and the thought of earning a bit more money. But the best players, the confident players, they wait for the right opportunity. No disrespect to the Championship clubs because they have a lot of money to spend, but I think Scott will go straight to the Premier League. I am just hoping it is not this summer." McInnes was adamant McKenna is good enough right now to move to England's top league. In the way Aberdeen's manager was speaking, the Scotland international might very soon get a chance to prove his boss right. But for that to happen, Aberdeen will look for big money. McInnes said, "You could look at Danny Ward and James Maddison. They go for £24 million and £12 million, and a couple of seasons ago they were at Aberdeen. The valuation of the Scottish Premiership player is not always accurate. I think it could be a lot more. Virgil van Dijk leaves and all of a sudden Liverpool buy him for £75 million or whatever the fee was. Nobody would have dared to pay Celtic that for him. He had to prove himself at Southampton first, but he was not any better at Southampton than he was at Celtic. It's just the league he is operating in. We are on the border of the richest league in the world, and our league is getting further and further away. Until we can do TV deals that help the financial situation, I'd imagine Scottish players will be easy to plunder, but Scott won't be easy to plunder. He is a proper footballer and he will go on to prove that in his career, and to the game itself. Aberdeen believe they can produce on their best performances in years and get through to face Istanbul Başakşehir in the third qualifying round. McInnes said, "My players will set about their task and we will see where we go. We are not down here to be gallant losers, or to be good old Aberdeen who put up a fight and were better than people thought. Our aim is to get through to tie. It was since the draw was made.